Okay, now we're back on over here to page 4. Page 4 at the very top, paragraph 24 talks a little bit about attorney's fees, if there should be any action brought against each other, who would be responsible for those, the prevailing party, the so on and so forth. Paragraph 25, 26, 27, all these are kind of basic items that we want to go over. The waivers, notices. If there's any notices, it's actually very important. Obviously, send them to us in a certified mail or email. Certified mail is going to obviously be the way of the lease, and that way we make sure when you are going to be moving out that we know exactly when you mailed it and we received on time and the whole bit, because we don't want any problems in that aspect. Paragraph 28 is regarding non-disparagement and confidentiality. This is a confidentiality agreement between us. We do ask that you keep the terms of this agreement between Firebird Housing, the owner of the property, and yourself. And likewise with non-disparagement, we're asking that you not go on and disparage the owner in any way, Firebird Housing, regarding the property, that type of thing. So it is a confidential agreement between us, and we just ask that you respect that and keep it as such. Paragraph 28 is equal housing opportunity. Of course, we abide by all federal, state, and local laws with regards to those particular regulations. Court modifications, it's kind of a standard paragraph in there. Paragraph 31 speaks a little bit about the administrative and municipal service fee. I have already mentioned to you a little bit about how the admin fee works, but with regards to the municipal service fee, if you should be in a particular city that charges a city sales tax on your rent, which you can refer to page 1 on that. If you do have a city sales tax, that city sales tax can change. And what we would end up doing is sending you notification of that change, and then your rent would be adjusted accordingly. Paragraph 33 is a Radon Gas Disclosure. Likewise with paragraph 34, if you at any time believe that you're having any issues with radon gas or lead-based paint, most of the lead-based paint, of course, is going to be for any homes prior to 1978, but this is the lead-based paint disclosure if your home was built prior to 1978 that you're going to be renting. Please make sure that for lead poisoning purposes that the children aren't eating any paint chips or any paint chips that might be on the ground, that type of thing. It's important to understand about lead-based paint. So if for some reason you are going to be renting a home that was built prior to 1978, please take a look at this and ask additional questions if you'd like to. Paragraph 35 is regarding mold disclosure. At any time if you find that your property might have mold, we've tested many types of mold and found that 9 times out of 10 the mold that has been found inside of a home ends up being less evasive than the mold that's outside, basically, because the chance of getting a bad mold is very unlikely. But it is important that if you do see any mold, that we need to be notified about it right away. Most importantly, if at any time you feel as though your family's not safe, or there's a health or safety issue regarding mold, or whatever it might be regarding the property, we want you to be safe, obviously. So our recommendation is you need to do what's safe for your family. If there's a mold problem or there's a health and safety issue, we want you to get out of the home, and that way we can solve whatever issue is there. Obviously, I'm not talking about leaving or breaking your lease and moving on. We don't want you to do that unless we can't get the home ready. But your health and safety is going to be the most important thing. So take that step if you need to. Paragraph 36 is regarding the lease termination option. It's pretty basic, but definitely do read through this if you do need to break your lease. In layman's terms, it's about 2 months worth of rent in addition to paying rent up until when you leave. And that does need to be in a certified fund. Plus there's an additional $200 administrative charge for that as well. So read through that paragraph real closely. The additional terms and agreements, those next four lines will need to be initialed by you, but they do go over that your last month's rent can't be your security deposit. You do need to pay your last month's rent. The carpets need to be professionally cleaned at the time of move out. I know I kind of skipped that first one a little bit, but if these are all important items, so be sure to read through those, initial those, and that's going to get you through page 4 at this time. Thank you.